So I posted a long overdue update on my blog and talked about how things were getting more under control, and so I was going to be able to do them more often, and now we're back doing another long overdue update. How does that happen? Well, some of it is just life gets really crazy. I talked about my refocus, and it really helped me a lot. It's amazing that I really haven't added a lot of movies or digital gaming or stuff back in, and I still have no time. Life is just nutsy like that right now, with a lot of good things. But one of the things that's hardest for me to admit sometimes is that I don't have the energy that other people have. I've admired some of my friends. Rochelle Ricava is one of the ones I admire so much. We've known each other for years. We did a blog together for a while, and she wrote a novel while she worked a job and did college. Well, I guess technically a bunch of it she wrote over summer, but seriously, she was writing during all of that, and here I am with two small jobs and trying to fit writing in, and it just doesn't work. So, first of all, to all you writers out there who fit it in between full-time jobs and stuff, just let me tell you, you're my heroes, and I admire you people. Because, like, I should have time to do stuff, and my body just refuses to work with me. But this week has been good. Part of the thing that's been holding me up is physically I've been challenged. I come home from work, I get some bare minimum done, and I go to bed. And my hours aren't even that long. It's just one of those times when physically I just struggle. For those who may have been following me for a long time, you know I've have physical challenges that I've dealt with for years. It's hard for me to believe where I was when I was 18. When I started this blog, I was really weak, and compared to that, I'm doing really good. I cannot keep up the pace I'm doing, but I still can't keep up the pace of a normal person. So right now, I'm in the middle of working on the next Kate book, which I'm hoping I can get out for Christmas this year. That's my goal for all my writing time right now, and I'm so excited. I just saw the completed cover, and it is so fun and Christmassy, and it's going to be called Kate's Christmas, if I haven't told you all already, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm enjoying the story. I think everyone's going to like it a lot. I really loved some of the elements I brought in. It's kind of, I have sketched out a little ideas for each book, though they evolve and change as I write the series. And I'm basing the crime in this book off of one that actually happened in the Austin area, although this book takes place in Franklin, Tennessee. So it's been fun. So last week I mentioned that I had some challenges. It started with weekend of a headache. I had a headache for almost 4 days straight. I would go to sleep, and I would wake up, and I wouldn't have a headache, and then about an hour after I woke up, I would get it again. And so I really just wanted to sleep all the time because it was the only time my head wasn't hurting. But still had to work. God arranged it so that I didn't have to drive on Monday, which was the worst day. Well, not for the headache wise, but just physically, because I had to get up and go. I didn't even, and there were a lot of decisions. Most of them were fairly small ones or ones already made, and they just felt completely overwhelming. I was telling a friend, I don't know whether I'm overthinking things that are really small, or they're things that I should pause and think more about, and made a good observation that sometimes that's the same thing. It's a two-sided coin, which is so true. But I've been praying a lot that God would give me wisdom. Some of them are just smaller things. I'll probably delve into some of them later on. But the big one, some of the ones were where I'm supposed to go to church, because that's been up in the air. A lot of stuff doing with writing, what I should be focusing on, things I have to give up, and just all these decisions seem totally overwhelming. And as I was praying, and I just wasn't getting a lot of clarity. And this Sunday, it was one of those moments that you write about, that you think about, you hear other people talk about, and you just, even though they happen to you, sometimes you forget about them between times. Because I was praying, I'd been praying all the way to church, and I was sitting in church, and it wasn't an incredible sermon that day. We were actually in the middle of worship, and the pastor just did this amazing job. He stood up after a song, and he just said, I really feel like we need to pray for those who are just waiting for God to move in situations and in people's lives, for those who have prodigals, for those who have broken relationships, and it's only going to take an act of God. So if you'd raise your hand if you had it, one, and then if those who didn't raise their hand would group around. And we prayed with this. Two of my sisters and I went with this lady that I'm beginning to know at this church, and prayed with her, and as the pastor prayed over everybody, and it was a very powerful time. And I sat back down, and it was just like as they did the last song, and all of a sudden it was just like I got clarity on like several things, just like here it is, here's it lined out. And I was just, it was just one of those moments. It's not like I heard an audible voice. It's not like, there was a sermon or in the bulletin there's written out what I'm supposed to do, but it was just very clear. It was just like that still small voice that's saying in your heart, and that just impression that you get, and just like, I know this is God and this is what I'm supposed to do. And yeah, I was walking on air the rest of the day, just that huge burden of all these decisions lifted. And then I got to go. I was so tired this Sunday, and I got to go hang out with some people, and I'm so glad I pushed myself to do it because I had so much fun. So it's just like in a week time, I went from just feeling so terrible to really good, and it was all God, and it's just amazing. But still, I have to say, one of the hardest things is for me to admit is that I can't do everything. Like these videos weekly, I can't commit to doing that. Well, I'd love to. It's just I can't upload them from home. So it's not like I can record this and upload it. I have to wait to go somewhere. And I have jobs and so much stuff, and it's just sometimes some things have to give. These videos, I'm hoping, are not one of the things. But I could continue use prayer. One, that I would continue to have wisdom, what I need to cut and whatnot, but also that I would just choose the best thing. There's a lot of good things I could be doing with my time, but I want to choose what's best. And I want to do a huge thank you to all of you who just keep watching these videos, who keep reading my blog. It just makes me feel so good. 2 things coming up, and there are links below. Starting the 16th through the 18th, I'm taking part in a mystery author sale. This is my first time doing stuff with this group, and I have read 0 of the other books, and so know that I don't know any of those authors and whatnot, so look them up for yourselves. But it's going to be fun. Kate's Innocence is going to be free. So, and a couple of the other Kate books are going to be on sale. So that's pretty cool. Then on Black Friday through Cyber Monday, I am part of a huge indie author Black Friday ebook sale. A ton of books will be free and 99 cents. And that's going to be so cool. And if you are interested in the Tales of Talus books, one of them is going to be free. You're going to have to wait till the sale to find out which one. And several others are going to be 99 cents. And so it's going to be really cool. I am looking forward to those sales. And thank you so much for stopping by today and watching the video.